A good evening and welcome viewers to our show. The link. Throughout the year we have, actually let me say throughout the years, we have promised to give you information you can use and opportunities. And regardless of the day, as long as you are waiting for that information, we bring it. Perhaps, I don't know what you're doing now, maybe you're on holiday and so on, but for us, we are here to serve you. And tonight we're discussing rental apartment versus Airbnb. Where is the money? The point here is that if you have an apartment you want to rent, there is something also called Airbnb. It's a kind of rental but different, and we're going to understand why, how it works. Where would you put your apartment? Maybe depending on where you are. And tonight my guest is Miss Lydia Nanyunja Moleke, Director Innovation, East African Real Estate Institute. Lydia, welcome.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Normally our time is very short, it just flies away, so let's start straight away.
Yeah.
If I am investing in housing for income, how do the two options of rental and Airbnb first of all work? Let's start with the basics. We are in class now. You are the teacher.
Yeah, that's interesting. Where do I put my investment? Do I construct for rent? Do I construct?
Let's start with how do they work?
How do they work?
Rental versus Airbnb.
Okay. Now, if we are looking at traditional rent, traditional rent is something that most people have gone through.
Yeah.
You either get out of your parents' house or your parents are renting. Basically, someone else has built the house. You have a landlord and you pay the landlord. Every month. Yes. Every month you give them a certain amount of money for staying in their house, for them housing you. When it comes to Airbnb, you're looking at either it could be my property or I could rent it from someone else and then I furnish it and then rent it to other people to come and stay. Now, for Airbnb, if we are to go into the basics, let's go back from, if we are to talk about the start.
Well, at least people know rent, but now Airbnb.
Yes. What is Airbnb? If you ask very many people, they know Airbnb, but if you ask them what does it mean, yes, we look at airbeds and breakfast. Yes. So originally it was started by a couple that was going through a difficult time. So they could not pay their rent. So they invited in people, come and we rent you one bedroom and serve you breakfast. So they made the money to pay their rent.
Wow.
But now it depends, different markets look at it differently. Someone came up and took the same business, made it a startup, and well, here we go. And we are here.
Okay.
So why, yes, please.
Just to connect to it. So I have an apartment or a house, but I rent it out under Airbnb. What's the difference under Airbnb and rental? You said furnishing, that's one of them.
Yes.
I furnish it. What else? Is there any other difference between my usual rental and Airbnb? Well,
your usual rental, there's no furniture. You come in and basically input everything.
Yes, it's empty.
What the landlord puts for you is electricity and water.
Which you pay for.
Yes, which you pay for, for yourself. Now with Airbnb, you come with everything basically there. There's a bed, there are saucepans. You don't pay for the water, neither do you pay for the electricity or the Wi-Fi. That is paid on the money that you pay for staying.
You're charged prior.
You're charged prior. Now, there's also, for rental, you would have to pay 6 months in advance. Yes, for every time you pay 6 months in advance so that you can get in. There's even the 1 month, 1 month's hold fee that they take.
Just in case.
That is just in case you destroy the property. With Airbnb, yes, in Europe there is that is applied. I have not seen it on the market here in Uganda because I think Airbnb in Uganda has taken its own turn. It started with the original of what happens, and people would register on booking.com. They would go to different sites to register it. But right now, most people, you get them off TikTok. You'll get them, when you put in Airbnb, you get like 1,000 numbers of people. Now, there are also people who are called hosts, who are hosting the Airbnbs. Now that is the fancy name
Okay.
of the landlord of the Airbnb. Now for Airbnb, you don't have to own it. I can come, you own a property, rent it, you want 1 million a month, I take it from you.
So I'm the landlord, you give me $1 million.
Yes.
I give you the apartment.
You give me the apartment. Then I furnish it.
Yes.
And then I start collecting money. Now
Under Airbnb as a business.
yes. Yeah. So I'll collect it at different. So you want 1 million?
Yeah.
If I'm staying, for example, in Chanja,
Yeah.
Nigeria,
Yeah.
I'm going to charge about 100 to 150
Yeah.
for a 1 bedroom or a 2 bedroom. But 150
Per
for
night?
Per night. Yes. So if I manage to get every day
Yeah.
a client or 1 client per day, I could basically collect
30 million.
if you say 30 million, it's 30 million.
No.
Yeah. But still, but
no, 3 million actually.
yes, you
3
collect.
million.
Yes, so I'm collecting much more money than the owner of the unit. But also we have to understand that running Airbnb is more tedious because every time a client gets out, you have to clean it. Yeah. So you have people who have to come, clean, and make sure everything
Unless you
is
get
safe.
annoyed and do it yourself.
Yes, that too can happen because you're getting 3 million anyway. So you could do it yourself. And then you have to buy the detergents that have to be in the unit.
Yes.
For rental, for the typical traditional rental, you're not going to go through that. The person who takes the property, they will slash, they will make sure they will slash their own.
Basically, you take your hands off as a landlord.
You take the hands off. Hands off.
So Airbnb has a concept of almost being a hotel.
Yes. Yeah. And that brings us to the other issue of how Airbnbs are affecting the hotel business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go to the second question. How do I determine, Lydian, which way to go with my apartment? And the issue is, how do I determine which way? Either traditional rental or Airbnb?
Well, that is a tricky one, but not as tricky as it may come.
Yeah.
Right now, it really depends on the area that you're serving. Within Kololo, yes, while typical rent can work, I have seen most of the apartments in Kololo have gone for Airbnb. So even when you're a landlord, the person who's renting from you is actually doing Airbnb.
Yes.
Yes, you just don't know it, but that's what they are doing. If you're lucky if they have declared that that's what they are doing. For you're picking your money, you're happy, and you move on.
Yeah.
So now it really depends on different areas. What square meters are we looking at? Yes, if you're as far as Chanja, yes, you're going to get the youth and certain people to live there, so you can do a mix. So now it really depends. You can do a mix of that, so that your money is not tied into one place.
Say that again, you can do a mix of what?
You can do a mix of traditional rent, and then you can do Airbnb.
When you have a property.
Yes, when you have a property. What happens usually with traditional rent, and it will take us back to the part of COVID. Yeah. People couldn't pay their rent.
They couldn't
pay their mortgages. It was hard. It was difficult. And yet, if you go back and look at certain things, Airbnb was still making money because people would move from one place, go stay somewhere, because Airbnbs would pass all the SOP. So it was clean.
Yes.
There are very few people who are there, and it's still working. It still goes on.
Okay.
But now we look at it this way, that if you have a gap in your Airbnbs, and there is a day or two that no one has taken, you're still getting your traditional rent that is coming in, that is for 6 months. But then if you have a breach and something has happened to your tenant and they cannot get money, for example, they've lost their job.
Yeah, it happens.
That happens all the time. They cannot pay the money, something. I'm a wife, I'm a husband, I have passed away, I do not know the next thing to do.
It's a risk.
It's a risk. So, but if I have my Airbnbs, I don't have a shortfall.
No.
Because I make money every day, either way. So the other one can come 6 months at the end of the month, but I make money every day. Now, the other beauty about Airbnb, everyone pays before they even get there.
Yeah.
They don't have to do, yes, sometimes people say, let me do an inspection, but no, they'll pay because they have the photos. It's different with
so it's predictable.
Yes.
Your balance sheet is predictable.
You already know, yes, what is going to happen. With the traditional rent, when someone sends you a photo, you're going to say, let me come and see, how are the walls, how is this, how is this? Now, it will take us back to the marketing part of it.
Yes.
How do we market our properties? Yeah.
And they even brokers.
They even brokers who are giving for rental, yes. So they are there, the brokers for rental and the hosts for the Airbnbs. They are also brokers, but well, they are hosts. Okay. So we look at the different segments.
So the cash flow question and then the headache and the risk involved are different from these two systems.
Yes.
Let's take a short break, and Lydian, we're coming back with the questions. Some people say, you know, Airbnb also has seasons, but we're coming back to that. We're going for a short break. Viewers, we are talking about you have an apartment. Break, and we were discussing just before we went for the break Airbnb versus our traditional rental, and we are talking to Lydia, and my guest tonight. She's the Director of Innovation at the East African Institute for Real Estate, and she's sharing with us knowledge. If you're into apartments, would you do traditional rent, or do you do a mix, or do you do Airbnb? Depends on a number of factors. So Lydian, as we went, we're saying some people say Airbnb is seasonal. Is that something to think about? Is there, that seems that a time may come when I don't make money. Is that true in Uganda? What do you know?
Well, that could be true. Yeah. But without lots of statistics, it would be so hard to tell. Right now, no one is feeding the beast for Airbnb. Yeah. So we are trying to say, as you can see, with Propulse, yes, we are trying to build up database. At least a database of where everyone can come, put what they are doing, they can advertise for free, and then we can try to understand. But the difference that I have seen with Airbnb, yes, in certain seasons, it goes down. But I don't think that season really affects Ugandans, because the people who are taking Airbnb are not only the international
foreigners.
The foreigners. Yeah. The Ugandans have gotten a habit of wanting to go and live outside their homes. So I am staying in my home, I'm not even renting. Yeah. But the weekend I want to go and stay in Kololo. So I'm not going to
feel it.
And feel it. What do the people in Kololo, what do they feel? And the beauty about it is that most of these apartments, say in Kololo, have swimming pools. Yeah. So I no longer have to go to Serena and pay 300.
Exorbitantly.
Yes, sorry, Serena. But
yeah, we need to be careful. Yeah, my brother's gone.
But I can go to one of the apartments in Kololo that I will not mention and relax. Yeah. Yeah, I can book one that is at the rooftop, and I can have a party. I no longer have to go and rent a place.
The weekend and I'm out.
It's just the weekend, and I'm just going to pay $150 or $200, depending on how big the apartment is. Okay. Yes, I can have a party. So to say that there is really a windfall when it comes to Airbnb, I think it depends on how you advertise. Yes. Whom are you reaching out to? Yeah. Yeah. How far have you gone? Some people have the Airbnbs and then just keep quiet. They expect the market to come.
You're not aggressive.
You're not aggressive, but also we have to know that for Airbnb, it has been a lot of referral. I have been there. I stayed here, so you can go. There's this house in Ginger. It's really furnished. It has a swimming pool. Who's there? And people take lots of photos. The next thing you know, where was that? And it's booked. These days you will call different places and they are fully booked for a whole week.
I remember we were in Imbarara actually, and we booked in a hotel, but the colleague said, me, I'm going Airbnb. Then I was thinking, but yeah, it validates what you are just saying.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, let's enjoy the question, what you are saying there. How do I make this business count in terms of returns? You just mentioned there marketing. What does marketing involve? Either way.
Either way.
Yes.
You can go traditional marketing.
Yes.
But these days, I think the social media marketing works better. And then the referrals. What type of service are you giving the people at the end of the day? When we go back to the traditional marketing, it's a bit difficult. Yes, your house is going to get empty, and then most people, what they do is put a signpost on the house and say, for rent.
Oh.
Yeah? Then maybe if someone is passing by, they take up the rent. But now we all know the issues that come with rentals. Either by the time you've left the house, there was a big argument between you and the landlord.
Yes.
So you don't even want to refer him to anyone.
No, you don't want to.
That is something that even the people in commercial properties face.
Yes.
You can't do much about it. So it happens. So it is very rare that when someone is renting a place, they're going to refer. So what happens is that, yes, we could be renting this place, and because I'm staying there, I'm going to want my friends to come and stay. That's traditional marketing.
Yes.
So for the traditional rent, I'm staying in a place, but I want my workmates, I want my relatives, I want my friends to come and stay in the same area. So I'll refer them and say, oh, there's this nice place. But we also know Ugandans. Ugandans don't like being seen where they're staying. You like your exclusivity, so that I keep telling people, my road is tarmacked up to the sitting room. So traditional marketing, people don't refer so much as Airbnb. If I go to an Airbnb, it's clean, everything. The next thing, I'm going to take photos, and that's it. Okay. And for Airbnb, the ones who are using TikTok, Instagram, they do.
So for me, who owns the Airbnb, it's very important on the service level standard.
Very, it's the most important thing. If you get it wrong, then you will not get clients. Yeah. It is the most important thing. Okay. Yeah.
The location, Lydian, let's say I am in Bolindo.
Yes.
And if you're in Mbarara or wherever you are, a suburb of the city, the Guru, you are next suburb out of the city. Does that affect, for example, the income or even the customers I might get? I'm in Bolindo, but then there is Ntinda, there is Chwatule, there is, okay, let me talk about Kololo, let's talk about those. Does that affect the returns?
It shouldn't. It shouldn't really affect. The return will only be affected that, for example, the person in Kololo gets a little bit higher.
Kololo we understand. So
but it also depends. If I live in Bolindo and put my Airbnb at 100,000 and every day I'm full, I'm good. Okay. That was my set target. I cannot earn the same as the person in Kololo.
No, I can't.
No, you can't, because there is already a price difference. What he bought at, what he constructed is different. But what I have to do is make sure that I am full every day. Okay. Now, the part about the difference is that this country is so big. The people who are looking for where to stay are so many. The people who are looking for, we call it, actually it has taken another turn. You won't call it Airbnb, it will be staycation. Okay. Yes, it's a staycation. So it's a weekend, you go to a staycation. You're not doing Airbnb. So now it depends in which generation you're in. If you're Gen Z, if you're older, if you want, you could just say, you know what, Ngenda mu lodge.
Which has negative connotations.
Which has negative connotations. But also, you look at it in different ways. You can all still make money. But like I said, how do you advertise? How do you get there? How clean is your place? Okay. So, because it doesn't matter.
Lydian, I know people are noticing they are going to, and during this holiday season, some people are going to go back to the village, but they will look for Airbnb places. Now, I am me, and I'm not a Gen Z or, you know, maybe
you're not looking
the age of the millennials. How best do I, if I've entered and I have money, I get into Airbnb, how best do I push it? I'm told you register online for Airbnb, I get it, and people can go, but then you said referral. How best do I use digital spaces to attract people to me in this space, so as to make money? Because my status alone is not enough, I guess.
No, your status alone is not enough unless either way, it's not enough, because you're not going to put up a building or rent a place and expect people to just walk in.
Yes.
It happens in Kololo though, but also it has to be, because if I'm in Kololo, people could fear getting in.
Yes.
Yeah. So yes, you still have to use a bit of advertising.
Do I go to someone?
Social media is there, but also Propulse is working.
Okay.
We are putting up a lot of properties that we are advertising and putting up.
Do you charge me for Propulse?
No, Propulse doesn't charge. It's free of
What
charge.
is it? Is it a database? Is it a website?
It's a listing. It's a listing website for anything concerned with household.
Okay.
Yeah. So anything concerned with households, engineers, surveyors. If you're looking for a surveyor, you're looking for an engineer that is, you don't want to go anywhere else, but who's a registered engineer? You're looking for a registered surveyor. You're looking for an architect.
I have my Airbnb. Do I come?
Airbnb, you can come. You can come as a host and say, I am a host, this is what I have, and you put all your properties there.
Okay.
And then for us, we push them out to the different networks that we have. Yeah.
Are there people in the market who do influencers help?
Well, influencers do help because they post a lot on social media.
Yes.
But they also charge. So if you're going to go to an influencer who is going to charge you,
I'm going to part with some money.
Yes, that means your amount or your advertising costs are going to go high.
Yes.
Yeah, you could use social media either way, because that's what they're going to do. They're going to go pay social media and that's it.
Okay.
So if you're paying that amount of money for influencers, it is good. Please.
I'll bring somebody here, not to bother you too much. I'll bring somebody here. I've talked to network marketing.
Yes.
They are those online network marketing people. Viewers, if you want to make money out of, as Lilian has given us tips, rental, and today we're discussing Airbnb. You realize we never said go this or this way. But what do you want to achieve in terms of income, in terms of you don't want headache? Airbnb is easier, but if you want to have a mix, in case there are income lapses on one side can show you up. But generally what we're saying, rental or Airbnb is a space you can make money from. And for Airbnb, the beauty is that you can do it when you are renting somebody's property. That's what I heard. And that's a very good thing. Basically, you add a layer to it. This is what we do best here on The Link. We give you information and opportunities, and we have given you both today. Please enjoy your holiday carefully, and we hope we added value to you. That was The Link. Thank you for joining us.